Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday, and thank you guys for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel we're looking at the final figure of Wave 12, and that of Duplico, the heroic duplicator from the Sunman line. Okay, but this might be a two-part video, guys. The first part I'd like to talk about a little bit of his history, his eBay bidding war, where to find him, my method of getting him, and stuff like that. As you can see, I do have two. And the second part will be the figure himself, the box art, or the card back, and the art, and we'll look at the figure, more closely. So let's start off with, part one. And first, I'd like to say that I hope anyone who has been collecting Origins figures, and who's been watching these videos, and who's a big fan of Origins, does have at least one Duplico in their collection. I hope so. Also, I want to say that, my method might not be the best way or the right way. However way you guys can obtain your figures, which can be He-Man or, whatever, whatever works for you, use it, So, by saying that, let's talk about, good old Duplico, his brief history. And I do believe that, back in the day, he was never released back in the 80s. I think there was some concept art or some promotional art for him for the next wave of Sunman figures that, were supposed to come out, but I think he never did. That's why he's so rare now that he's finally been released out in the public. That's why he's so hard to find, and how expensive he has become, or was expensive. And whoever did, I'm sure there was maybe Duplico figures back in the day. Maybe some of the creators of the Sunman line probably made their own some Duplico figures for their own collection, or, and maybe finally started to, I don't know, sell them or not, or I'm not really sure. And I'm not really sure he was a final, because, like, as you know from my previous Sunman figures, I don't know a whole lot about the Sunman line, guys, but I've heard rumors that he was never released in the 80s. So this is the first time getting him. And so when we did finally get him, he's very rare, and he was only showing up in certain spots around the globe. Like, the first time I saw him was in UK, and he was, like, being auctioned off, on eBay. And he was going for a lot of money, guys. And, for the bidding wars. And he was going more than a lot of the big play sets, like the Eternia playset, guys. Yeah, as you know, if you've been following the Eternia playset and you have purchased that, you know how much that is. And that's like over $600 for the Eternia playset. He was going for a lot more bid-wise. People were paying $800 to $900 for him, which was crazy. But I get it. I understand completely, I will almost fell in that, I almost, got into that bidding war as well. I know I probably would have lost, but I get it. I get why people want him, because how rare he is, and and we always want to be that, as collectors, we always want to be that first to own the newest figure in the collection. Especially how rare he is, and hard to find, and the fact that distribution, has been like crappy lately. For me, I thought I was never going to find him at all, because of the fact that Walmart has been having some problems with the Master Universe figures, with especially the Origins line. That for the most part, Walmart has only has only Wave 7 figures for the most part, on their shelves. They've been a huge peg warmer now for over a year and a half now. Yeah, like a year and a half, and all I've been seeing for the most part is Rotons and Stridors and a bunch of Wave 7 figures and a few like Snout Sprouts and Leeches. And I feel like you guys know the same, are in the same, boat when you go to Walmart. So when he started popping up in UK, who knows like how long it was going to take for him to be fully, out, in the world. So I get it. I understand. I was going to bid as well. And those eBay sellers made a lot of money, and my hat's off to them and stuff like that. I don't think that was taking advantage of somebody. If you're willing to pay for it, and go for it. Just how badly do you want the figure and stuff like that. So like I said, I don't think it's taking advantage of somebody. Yes, it's very overpriced, extremely overpriced. But if you're willing to pay for it and you want to pay for it, then do it. So yeah, so I was noticing eBay was like selling him off for a lot of money. So, but luckily, and my method for this is, very simple. Just wait, guys. You just be patient and wait. Because, he did start showing up a lot at Walmart, and he's only a Walmart exclusive, I believe. I've not seen him at Target. But yeah, just wait, guys. Just be patient and wait. I came so close, guys, and bidding for him, and hopefully getting him and stuff like that. There's also, I do believe there's also a variant of him out there. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, but I think it's a different head sculpt. So I'm going to put that out there. So yeah, so just wait, guys. Be patient, guys. Because, believe it or not, Mattel wants your money. They want your business. Okay? That's why they love creating these figures for us and stuff like that. It might take some time to get it out there, to the public and ship them out worldwide. But, it will happen, And, one thing about the Master Universe line for me is, like, I'm very impatient. I get it. I want the new figure. I want that, like the whole new wave of figures coming out, like Squeeze and, Stinkover, Man-at-Arms, and the Skeleton Warriors. They've been released coming out in the fall. I want them now. I get it. Because I hate waiting. I always go to Walmart in hopes, or Target in hopes of finding a new figure or something new. The Mossman deluxe figure is coming out soon. I think Missouri has started putting them out on the shelves, so hopefully, very, very soon, we'll be getting him. And so, like, yeah, it's the waiting game, guys, and it sucks, but it's something that we have to do and wait, and you be thankful for it, and your wallet be thankful for it, because I'm not like, so anyone who did bid for him and did buy him, as you know, that since he's been out more and more coming out in Walmart, those bids now on eBay are pretty much gone, and it's now full price to finding him on eBay. Now, he's still expensive. He's probably going for like $60 to $80 probably, but I'd rather pay the $80 than like going and bidding for him and for $900 and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure, that anybody who did get him for $900, I'm sure that, I hope they're not kicking themselves in the butt, when they went to a Walmart and they actually went to the toy aisle and saw him for $23. I mean, they probably did. I hope they didn't. But yeah, so just wait, guys. Okay? It will happen, guys. You will get him in the collection. As you see, I waited, and I'm happy I did. But like I said, if you have a better method and stuff like that, if you find a great deal for him on eBay and stuff like that, please do, get him. He's an amazing character. He's really cool looking. He's so cool, in fact, that he got his own comic book. I mean, he's a swap out for Hypno. But yeah, I found that really, really crazy that when he was first appearing on on eBay, he was going for like a lot of money. And people were willing to pay for that money and willing to pay for him and put down whatever they needed to get him. And I thought this one single carded figure, I know he's rare, was going more than the entire Eternia playset for Origins. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But like, I almost did it too. I almost bid for him too. I mean, I'm guilty as well. I tried bidding for him. Oh, I didn't bid for him. I almost did. But I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I waited. And, my wallet's happy I waited. So, yeah. So, yeah, I know this is not my typical review, guys. And I apologize for that. I just wanted to talk to you about Duplico and stuff like that. And he's been hard to find. And I hope, he's been, I hope, like I said in the beginning of the video, that you've been able to find at least one hopefully 2 for your collection. You can have one in box and one out, loosely in your collection. So let me know about your thoughts, guys, about this, about Duplico and stuff like that, and hopefully you've been able to find him and stuff like that, and your thoughts about um, about the character, and about pricing and stuff like that, and hopefully you've been able to get him at a reasonable price, retail price and stuff like that, and you think that this is not going to be the last time we'll get a very rare, Master Universe figure that might be going for a lot of money on eBay or any of those sites. So yeah, guys, like I said before, like, my method, it's not the best one, it's not the right one. I just want to know, like, your thoughts on Duplico and stuff like that. And so, so for part 1, that's all I want to talk about right now. And part 2 will be more of the review of the figure and stuff like that. So I'd like to take the time now, guys, to end part 1. I want to say thank you guys for subscribing. If you made it this far in the video and have subscribed, please subscribe, guys. I love talking with you guys, all things Master Universe, through Origins, through Masterverse, and through CGI. Hit that like button, guys, that thumbs up button, guys, and I appreciate that, guys. And hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos. Of course, I'll be uploading another video like right after this one. Of course, we'll be doing part 2 of this video, which will be the figure himself. We'll be looking at the box art, the the artwork, and the figure himself. Share this video, guys, who has a passion and a love and thoughts too of collecting Master Universe figures. How do you feel about the whole Walmart retail, Target retail situation? Like, real fast, guys, like, I have 3 Walmarts in my town. 2 Walmarts have nothing to do with He-Man anymore. They're completely taken out off the shelves. There's nothing. No Origins. There's no Masterverse. No CGI. Nothing. No vehicles. Nothing at all. It's just, there's no Master Universe figures at all in Walmart, except for one where I found him. There's only one Walmart in my town that still has retail He-Man figures out. And for the most part, it's only Origins. There's very rarely a Masterverse figure, and there's no CGI at all. CGI has been completely wiped out of my town. So I want to know your thoughts about that. I want your thoughts about the whole distribution situation, about finding Duplico, and about the pricing and stuff like that. And I would look forward in your comments and your thoughts on the channel. So guys, I hope you guys have a great Thursday. And I'll see you guys in a moment for part 2 of Duplico. Take care, guys.